Today, I want to remind you of a simple yet life-changing truth. You are very powerful. You may not always feel it, but deep within you lies the power to shape your life, to influence the world around you, and to overcome any obstacle. Power is not just about physical strength or authority. It's about the strength of your mind, the passion in your heart, and the resilience in your soul. Think about it. Every great achievement in history started with a single thought, a single belief, and a single person who chose to act. The same power exists in you. But how do you unleash this power? It starts with understanding and using the greatest tools you already have. First, your mind. It is your most powerful weapon. The way you think shapes your reality. If you believe in your potential, no setback. Second, your choices. Every decision you make brings you closer to success or further away from it. Choose growth, choose courage, and choose to take action. Third, your voice. Never underestimate the power of your words. They can inspire, heal, and transform lives, including your own. And finally, your resilience. Life will test you, but your ability to rise again is where your true power lies. Every failure is just another stepping stone to success. Many people believe that power is something external, something given by society, status, wealth, or authority. But the truth is, real power does not come from outside sources. It comes from within you. It is not about your background, your circumstances, or the opinions of others. It is about the way you think, the way you see yourself, and the way you respond to life's challenges. Power is not just physical strength. Nor is it just about having control over others. True power is the ability to control yourself, your emotions, your reactions, and your mindset. It is the ability to believe in yourself even when the world doubts you. It is the ability to stay strong when you face rejection, failure, or hardship. History has shown us that the most influential and powerful people were not necessarily born into wealth or privilege. Many of them started with nothing but a strong belief in themselves. They refused to be defined by their circumstances. They harnessed their inner strength to create change, to rise above difficulties, and to build something great. You, too, have that power. It is already inside you. It is in your ability to dream, to persist, to stand up after falling, and to keep moving forward when things get tough. It is in the way you choose to see obstacles, not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to something greater. But for this power to manifest in your life, you must recognize it. You must believe that you have the ability to shape your own destiny. You must stop waiting for permission, approval, or the right moment to act. Your power is not something that will be handed to you. It is something you must claim, nurture, and unleash. When you truly understand that power comes from within, you stop looking for validation from others. You stop feeling powerless in the face of challenges, because you realize that you already have everything you need to rise above them. You understand that while life may throw difficulties your way, your response is what truly defines you. Your mind is the most powerful asset you have. It is the control center of your life, shaping your thoughts, decisions, and ultimately, your reality. Everything you have achieved or failed to achieve began with a thought. Every great invention, every successful career, every personal transformation started in someone's mind before it became reality. That is the power of your mind. The way you think determines the way you live. If you believe you are capable, you will take actions that lead to success. But if you fill your mind with doubt, fear, or negativity, you will hold yourself back before you even try. Many people live their entire lives in the prison of their own thoughts, believing they are not smart enough, not strong enough, or not lucky enough to achieve their dreams. But these limitations are not real. They are mental barriers we create for ourselves. Your thoughts create your emotions, and your emotions influence your actions. If you constantly think about failure, you will feel discouraged and unmotivated. But if you train your mind to focus on possibilities, solutions, and progress, you will find yourself moving forward even in the face of obstacles. The good news is that your mind is not fixed. It can be trained, strengthened, and rewired, just like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. You can choose to fill your mind with empowering thoughts, to learn new skills, and to challenge negative beliefs. You can reprogram your thinking to see opportunities instead of limitations, to focus on solutions instead of problems, and to build confidence instead of fear. Many of the world's most successful individuals were not born with extraordinary advantages, but they mastered the power of their minds. They disciplined their thoughts, developed a mindset of resilience, and refused to let failures define them. They understood that setbacks were not the end, but merely lessons on the path to success. So the question is, how are you using your mind? Are you feeding it with doubt, fear, and excuses? Or are you filling it with knowledge, positivity, and belief in yourself? Your mind is a tool. It can be your greatest ally or your biggest enemy. The choice is yours. Life is a series of choices. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, you are constantly making decisions. Some big, some small, but all significant in shaping your future. Every choice you make moves you closer to success or further away from it. Even when it seems like a small decision, it can have a powerful impact over time. Many people believe that their destiny is determined by luck, fate, or circumstances beyond their control. But the truth is, where you are today is largely the result of the choices you have made in the past. And where you will be tomorrow depends on the choices you make today. Consider this. Every great achievement started with a simple decision. A decision to take a risk, to work hard, to learn something new, or to push past fear. Likewise, every failure can often be traced back to a choice, whether it was a choice to give up, to procrastinate, or to avoid taking responsibility. Your choices shape your habits, and your habits shape your life. If you consistently choose discipline over laziness, courage over fear, and growth over comfort, you will see positive results. But if you repeatedly choose to avoid challenges, to let distractions consume you, or to settle for less than you deserve, you will struggle to move forward. Sometimes people feel stuck because they believe but in reality, you always have a choice. Even in difficult situations, you can choose how you respond. You can choose to see obstacles as roadblocks or as opportunities to grow. You can choose to complain about your problems or take action to solve them. You can choose to dwell on past mistakes or learn from them and move forward. The most successful people in the world did not reach their goals by accident. They made conscious choices every day, choices to stay disciplined, to take risks, to keep learning, and to never give up. They understood that their decisions, no matter how small, would determine their future. So, the next time you face a decision, ask yourself, is this choice bringing me closer to my goals, or is it holding me back? Because every choice you make matters. Your voice is one of the most powerful tools you possess. It has the ability to inspire, encourage, heal, and transform not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. The words you speak, whether to yourself or to others, shape emotions, create perceptions, and influence outcomes. Many people underestimate the power of their voice. They believe that unless they are famous, wealthy, or in a position of authority, their words do not carry weight. But history has shown us that some of the greatest changes in the world began with the voice of one person. Every movement, revolution, and breakthrough started when someone dared to speak up. The power of your voice is not determined by the size of your audience. It is determined by the truth, conviction, and energy behind your words. Your voice influences the way people see you, how they respond to you, and how they remember you. It can build relationships or break them. It can uplift someone's spirit or tear them down. Have you ever been deeply encouraged by someone's words? Or, on the other hand, have you ever been deeply hurt by something someone said? That is the power of words. But the influence of your voice goes beyond what you say to others. It also includes what you say to yourself. The way you speak to yourself determines your confidence, your motivation, and your sense of self-worth. If you constantly tell yourself, I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or I always fail, those words become your reality. But if you start telling yourself, I am capable, I am learning, and I will succeed, you shift your mindset and your actions follow. Your inner voice is just as important as your outer voice. What you say to yourself in moments of struggle matters. Will you use your voice to lift yourself up or to tear yourself down? Will you allow negative self-talk to control you, or will you use words that empower you? Great leaders, speakers, and influencers all understood the importance of their voice. They learned to use their words wisely, to communicate effectively, and to speak with confidence. But they also understood something even more important. Words backed by action are even more powerful. Speaking positive words means little if they are not followed by effort, discipline, and commitment. So, how are you using your voice? Are you using it to inspire, to encourage, and to make a difference? Or are you wasting its power by spreading negativity, doubt, or fear? Your voice is a gift, and when used with purpose, it can change lives, including your own. Life will test you. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. You will face failure, rejection, and disappointment. But true power is not about avoiding difficulties. It is about how you respond to them. That is where resilience comes in. Resilience is the ability to get back up when life knocks you down. It is the determination to keep moving forward even when the odds seem stacked against you. Many people believe that strength comes from never falling, but that is not true. The strongest and most successful people in the world have faced countless failures and hardships. The difference is that they refused to stay down. They used their failures as lessons, their struggles as fuel, and their setbacks as setups for comebacks. Resilience is not something you are born with. It is something you develop over time. It comes from experience, from pushing through discomfort, and from choosing to rise instead of giving up. It is about training your mind to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than barriers to success. When you develop resilience, you become unstoppable. No matter what life throws at you, you find a way to keep going. Think about the people you admire, whether they are athletes, entrepreneurs, artists, or leaders. What do they all have in common? They did not achieve greatness overnight. They struggled, they failed, they faced critics and doubters, but they persevered. They refused to let failure define them, and because of that, they became successful. Resilience also means embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you are building inner strength. Every time you face a difficult situation and push through it, you become mentally tougher. Life will not always be easy, but that is not a reason to quit. It is a reason to dig deeper, to learn, and to evolve. One of the most important aspects of resilience is mindset. If you see difficulties as unfair obstacles, they will feel unbearable. But if you see them as challenges meant to strengthen you, they become stepping stones. The way you interpret hardships determines whether they will break you or build you. Resilience is the difference between those who give up and those who achieve greatness. It is the difference between those who complain about their problems and those who find solutions. It is the difference between temporary failure and long-term success. The question is not whether you will face struggles. The question is how you will respond to them. Confidence is one of the most important keys to success. It is the foundation of achievement, the driving force behind bold decisions, and the secret ingredient that allows people to turn dreams into reality. When you believe in yourself, you approach life with courage, take risks without fear, and pursue opportunities with conviction. Confidence is not arrogance. It is self-assurance, the inner knowing that you are capable, worthy, and prepared to succeed. Many people assume that confidence is something you are either born with or without. But the truth is, confidence is a skill that can be developed. It is built through action, experience, and mindset. It grows when you step out of your comfort zone, take on challenges, and prove to yourself that you are capable. Every small victory, every time you push past fear, and every time you choose to trust yourself, your confidence. However, a lack of confidence can be one of the biggest barriers to success. Doubt and insecurity can hold you back from taking risks, speaking up, or going after what you truly want. When you constantly question yourself, you hesitate, and that hesitation can lead to missed opportunities. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown are all enemies of confidence. But here is the truth. Everyone, even the most successful people, experiences fear and doubt. The difference is that confident people do not let fear control them. They act despite it. One of the most powerful ways to build confidence is through preparation and practice. Think about public speaking, one of the most common fears in the world. People who lack confidence in speaking often avoid it altogether, which only makes the fear stronger. But those who practice, even when they feel nervous, slowly build their confidence over time. The same principle applies to every area of life. Whether it is starting a new business, learning a skill, or pursuing a dream, the more you prepare and take action, the more confident you become. Another key to confidence is self-talk. The way you speak to yourself matters. If you constantly tell yourself, "I can't do this," I'm not good enough, or I will fail. Your mind will believe it, and your actions will reflect that belief. But if you replace negative self-talk with empowering statements like, I am capable, I am learning, and I deserve success, you rewire your brain to think and act with confidence. Body language also plays a huge role in confidence. Standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking with certainty not only make you appear more confident, but actually make you feel more confident. Your body and mind are connected. When you carry yourself with confidence, your brain follows. Confidence also means being willing to fail and learn. The most confident people are not those who never fail. They are those who fail but keep going. They see failure as feedback, not as a sign of weakness. They understand that mistakes are part of the journey, and instead of letting failure shake their confidence, they use it to grow stronger. When you develop confidence, you unlock your full potential. You begin to take bold actions, seize opportunities, and achieve things you once thought were impossible. You stop seeking approval from others because you know your own worth. Confidence allows you to take charge of your life and create the success you desire. You were not born by accident. You have unique gifts, talents, and abilities that no one else in the world has in the exact same way. Your ideas, your voice, your perspective, and your energy are valuable. The world needs you to step into your greatness, to embrace your potential, and to make the impact that only you can make. Too often people hold back because they doubt themselves or compare their abilities to others. But greatness is not about being the best in the world. It's about being the best version of yourself and using your strengths to make a difference. Think about the people who inspire you. They didn't hold back their talents. They shared them. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They took action. They didn't let fear or self-doubt keep them from making an impact. If they had hidden their gifts, the world would have never known their greatness. The same applies to you. There is someone out there who needs your ideas, your leadership, your kindness, your creativity, or your passion, whether you realize it or not. Your presence in this world matters. But greatness is not automatic. It is a choice. It requires courage, dedication, and the willingness to push beyond your comfort zone. Many people never reach their full potential simply because they are afraid to try. They fear failure, rejection, or criticism, so they play small. But playing small does not serve you or the world. Hiding your talents does not help anyone. True fulfillment comes when you use what you have to make a positive impact, whether in your family, your community, your workplace, or on a global scale. One of the biggest obstacles to stepping into your greatness is self-doubt. That little voice in your head that says, "Who am I to do this?" or "I'm not good enough," can be loud. But that voice is a lie. Greatness is not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It is about being willing to grow, to learn, and to show up even when you feel unready. Every successful person started as a beginner. They didn't wait until they felt 100% confident. They took action despite their fears. Another obstacle is waiting for permission. Some people hold back because they are waiting for someone to tell them they are ready or qualified. But the truth is, no one is going to hand you permission to be great. You have to claim it for yourself. The only permission you need is your own. The world is full of problems that need solutions, people who need inspiration, and spaces that need innovation. Your greatness is not just about you. It is about the people you can help, the lives you can touch, and the impact you can create. You have something valuable to contribute. And if you don't step into your greatness, the world misses out on what only you can bring. You may not see the full picture yet, and that's okay. You may not know exactly what your purpose is, and that's okay too. But what matters is that you keep moving forward, keep developing your skills, and keep sharing what you have with the world. Your greatness is not something that appears overnight. It is built through consistent action, perseverance, and belief in yourself. So ask yourself, what is stopping me from stepping into my greatness? What fear, excuse, or limitation do I need to let go of? Because the truth is, the world is waiting for you to rise, to shine, and to be the person you are meant to be. You are more powerful than you realize. Your thoughts shape your reality. Your choices determine your future. Your voice influences those around you. And your resilience allows you to overcome any challenge. Confidence unlocks your full potential, and the world needs the greatness that only you can offer. But power is only meaningful when you use it. You cannot wait for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or someone else's approval. The time to step into your power is now. Choose to believe in yourself, to take action, and to push past fear. Choose to embrace challenges as opportunities, to rise after every fall, and to never let doubt hold you back. You have everything within you to create an extraordinary life. The question is, will you claim your power and use it to shape your destiny? The choice is yours.